absolutely consistently ranked as one of the best toners in Japan. And then when you open it, you're like this beautifully glazed donut. Minasan konnichiwa, this is Tina and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about February skincare hits and misses. If that sounds like your thing, then please go ahead and channel登録 shichatte kudasai. You guys know what it is. I am back with a hits and misses video where we talk about which skincare products were a hit or a miss for the past month. Before we get into the skincare reviews, I did want to talk a little bit about today's sponsor, Moody lenses. Although I don't wear lenses every single day, I do like to wear them when I film to enhance my makeup look or to change up my mood. See what I did there? A lot of you guys had asked me on Instagram and YouTube what lenses I prefer and which ones I like, so you know, I thought it was finally time to share the ones that I have been wearing lately. Obviously a super popular color contacts brand that I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of already. Although the thing that stood out to me the most compared to other brands was that they have quite unique but wearable designs. Some of them would have like a kind of line of glitter in them or a little diamond shape, some really unique color combos and patterns, but they weren't so intense that you didn't know when to wear them. You could still incorporate them into your daily looks. I know the ones I'm wearing today are like a little bit intense for me, but not gonna lie, I absolutely love it. I think this is something that only people with like darker colored eyes would understand, but there's something so mesmerizing about light eyes. I mean, have you guys seen my partner, Logan's eyes? They're like a crystal blue gray, and that's what I have to stare at every day. So today I kind of intensified my look with the Glacier Grey lenses, and honestly I absolutely love them. So they do have a variety of disposables to choose from, starting from daily lenses to monthly, quarterly, half-yearly and even yearly lenses, and they do also come in prescription as well as non-prescription, starting from 0 to -8 degree. My vision is fine, so I don't really know what the degree means, but I'm sure if you do wear lenses and glasses, you get what I mean. I am someone who does get somewhat easily irritated eyes, I'm not gonna lie, so I have always been a little bit wary in trying new contact lens brands, and in the past I actually always opted for daily disposables because I felt like they were more comfortable, but I was kind of shocked at how comfortable the half-yearly and yearly ones in particular from Moody are, because in the past whenever I had tried ones that were like a half-yearly or yearly, they just felt so thick and uncomfortable and really felt like there was like something in my eye. But with the Moody ones, they feel just as comfortable, if not even more comfortable than the daily, so I haven't really been enjoying them. I do like to apply them with an applicator. I just find it easier and more hygienic, I guess. If you are someone who is uncomfortable with anything to do with the eye, just look away for now, because I am going to insert a clip of me actually applying the lens. I know not everybody is comfortable with it, but it is super easy. Pop it in and done. That is it. Lastly, they are definitely affordable for how comfortable and long wearing they are, and you can get 20% off with the code TINA20 on the Moody Lenses site. They do also get bonus points for the adorable packaging. Like, I am such a sucker for cute packaging, so all of the lenses have such like cute packaging, and it even came with little like bonus goodies. Look, I got a little sponge and stickers, and even like the cases and stuff are so cute. Color contacts are always a little bit of fun in my opinion, and you can kind of become a different version of yourself. I mean, look at me today. I'm like straight head, gray eyes, like who am I? Now that I have tried some and know how they wear on me, there are so many different types that I want to try. Like, they have so many different colors and designs. So, you know, Moody Lenses, like, feel free to send me any other colors and new launches you've got. Alrighty, now let's get to the hits and misses. The first product I have today is the IPSA Time Reset Aqua. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for my review on this one, and it is consistently, like absolutely consistently ranked as one of the best toners in Japan. So on @cosme, which I have mentioned a few times now, it is basically the biggest beauty reviewing site in Japan. In 2020, this one won #1 like toner for the year, and then in 2021 it won #1 beauty product of the year. Like literally out of all categories of beauty, it won #1. And then in 2022, it made the Hall of Fame because it basically just kept winning awards that they had to like put it away in the Hall of Fame, or else it was just going to be #1 consistently. So yeah, that is the reputation this product has in Japan. So obviously it is just like absolutely everywhere. You cannot go into a store or like open a magazine without seeing this toner. IPSA is owned by Shiseido and is considered to be a depakosu brand, which depakosu means department cosmetics. So basically brands that are sold in kind of higher end department stores, and this one does retail for about 4,000 Japanese yen. First look, it is obviously a very stylish bottle. Like if you had that in your bathroom, it's kind of like, ooh yeah, aesthetic. Like it is very nice. Opening of it is also very nice. It's got kind of like a small opening, so you can control how much comes out of the bottle very easily, which I did like about it. As you saw, it is quite a lightweight consistency. It is like water light. It really doesn't have any viscosity to it. And the thing that I found most impressive was definitely how hydrating it was for how light the texture is. On the official site, it does say to use quite a generous amount. I'm pretty sure it said like about a 500 yen coin, which is like pretty generous, but a little bit goes a long way. I feel like even less than that, and it does kind of like spread and hydrate and kind of sink in well into the skin. They do highlight 2 key ingredients, the first one being tranexamic acid, which does help to brighten the even skin tone, and then the second one is dipotassium glycerosate. I never know how to pronounce it, but basically it is a compound of licorice. Compound, what am I saying? Component. Often used to soothe and calm the skin, especially in Western or Korean beauty, but in this case, they've actually said that it can help prevent breakouts. Let's remember that Japan's approach to acne and breakouts is super low-key, like super low-key, especially compared to Western beauty. The ingredients we commonly see is say like hatomugi or the licorice extract, which are both natural and super gentle compared to anything like benzoyl peroxide, salicylic or azelaic acid that we often see in acne treating skincare in the West. It is also free from alcohol, fragrance and also oil. I honestly can't say that it was like an absolute wow first impression. It is definitely a good product, not bad at all, but it didn't blow me away for how popular it is. But after looking at reviews on @Cosme, it does seem like a product that is one that a lot of people use consistently for long periods as like a staple in their skincare routine. A lot of people claimed that it did help calm their skin, regulate it, less breakouts or irritation, and that it also helped with the overproduction of sebum as well as help to smooth skin texture. I personally feel like it is almost in between a essence and a hydrating toner, so like in between the SK2 essence and a Hadarabo lotion. Like that was the impression I got from its texture, how it hydrates and how it is used in a skincare routine. And in the sense of price point, it is in between those two as well. It's definitely not cheap. It's like 40 bucks or 30 I guess with the conversion, but it is not as expensive as like your $100 and something SK2 essence. So there actually has been a rumor going around in Japan that the renewed formula of the Shirojun premium lotion, the Hadarabo one, is a dupe for this. So maybe we need to do like a comparison review to see if it really is that similar. All in all, it is definitely an impressive product. It deeply hydrates with such a small amount and does leave your skin feeling very like mochiri and shittori, but without feeling greasy or shiny. I will have to keep using it to see its long-term effects and if those other claims are true as well. So it is a hit, but I must say I do wish it was a little bit more affordable. Next, I do have the COSRX Galactomyces 95 Tone Balancing Essence. So I actually did briefly mention this one in my last hits and misses and was comparing it to the Manyo Galactomyces Essence, and I was saying that this is probably like a better version of that, and I 100% stand by that statement now that I have used it a little bit more. This one is just like better in every aspect. As the name suggests, it does have 95% of that Galactomyces extract, which is the same ingredient that they use in SK2 Essence, FYI, and it does also contain niacinamide. The brand does describe it to help nourish and hydrate the skin, and over time making it appear more radiant and clear, which yes, it does sound like what these ingredients would achieve over time. For me, the biggest differences I found was that it did leave my skin feeling very kind of plump and supple, and also was very softening to the skin. I have been using this one interchangeably with my No.3 serum, which you guys know I love, and they both are Ferment ingredient based products. So I have actually been using this one more as a serum rather than a toner, because it does have that slightly thicker, slightly viscous texture to it as well. So in that sense, it is also amazing value for money. I mean, you think about this being 100 mils and I use it like a serum, so way more product, and it also does retail for I think like $24 US, and that's full price, so you can definitely find it for cheaper. Yeah, like compared to that other manual essence, like it's literally the exact same ingredients, but it's bigger, a nicer texture, nicer user experience, and cheaper. Like, why would you get the other one? Definitely has been a hit at COSRX. You've done it again. Next, I have the Rovectin Forever Young Biome Ampoule. This one is a little bit of a harder one to admit, because you guys know I love Rovectin. Most of the products I've tried out have been a hit, or even like a holy grail essentially. But this one, I'll be honest, I didn't even open it in the last month. I opened it months ago, and like, can you see how much I've used? It's like here. I didn't think of it as a miss, but this is a clear kind of indication of when user experience is so important, especially to me. I've like come to this realization that if I'm not reaching for a product, whatever the reason may be, I have to consider it as a miss, especially as someone that does this as a job. Like, skincare reviewing is my job and my full-time job now. Like, woohoo. But if I'm not reaching for it out of all of the different types of products that I'm faced with every day, I think I just do have to consider it as a miss. And the reason why I don't reach for this is like such a petty reason that I'm kind of ashamed and embarrassed to like talk about it. But it's actually that the formula was not suited for this bottle design. I actually think it would have been way better in a pump bottle, because it is like a fairly viscous serum. I honestly don't know if you can tell on camera, but whenever whoa, okay, that was a perfect example, but you can see how it just like spilled over the side. Whenever I pick up the product, it attaches the outside of this, and whenever I put it back, it's really hard to put it in without it spilling all over the outside edge. And then I'll go to close it, and all the product is just like spilling on the outside. Obviously this is like a really exaggerated example, but I just felt that whenever I like went to put it back in, it would spill out, I'd waste product, it'd be messy, I have to clean it up. That alone just like made me not want to keep reaching for it, because it was kind of like a hassle during my skincare routine. I know that's really, really petty. I completely understand that. But with how many products we've got on the market these days, just that tiny little thing is going to be like a reason why like you might go for a different serum the next time. I might give it another chance, because like the ingredients and everything that this serum supposedly does is something that I absolutely should love. It is packed with probiotics like lactobacillus ferment, bifida, soy ferment. Like, I love all of those products, and they've always worked so well for my skin. And Rovectin markets this as kind of like your beginner first step anti-aging serum that's going to be hydrating, lightweight, and also helps with your skin barrier. So it does sound like something that I would absolutely love. So I do want to give it more of a chance. It's just that, yeah, the packaging did not work. Maybe that's like something they should consider. Not that I have like authority or right or anything to make that comment, but yeah, unfortunately it was a miss. I gotta like clean it up. Next we have the Aestura Atobarrier 365 Cream Mist. Ooh, Aestura. I hope I'm saying that right. I feel like they are kind of the up-and-comer K-beauty brand in the global market. It looks like it is a brand that is already loved by Korea-based beauty creators. It seems to come up a lot on their content, but isn't quite widely as known for global fans as of yet, and this is the first product I'm trying from them. Recently I was actually wanting to open a new mist because it is still summertime for me. We're still having quite warm days, and my holy grail double mist, as much as I love it, sometimes it can be a little bit rich on the moisture. So for warmer days I wanted something like a more light hydrating mist, so I opened this one. This is not actually a really light hydrating mist, not gonna lie, but it doesn't mean that I didn't fall in love with it. I would actually consider it to be a better dupe of the Laneige cream skin mist. Did I just say that? So if you've been following me for a while, you may know that I was actually not a big fan of the cult favorite Laneige cream skin toner. As someone with dry skin, I should have loved it, but I just felt like it was a little too rich, a little too greasy. It left kind of like a film on my skin, and it also didn't play well layering with other skincare products. I just felt like other products didn't absorb or sink well past it. And I know they had a mist version of it, and I feel like this is what it should have been like, or what I expected it to be like, I guess. First of all, the mist is so fine. I mean, like, look at you can barely even see like the tip where it comes out. It is so tiny, like it's just tiny. And then when you spray it, I don't know if you can see, it is so fine. And the mist even goes like I don't know how to explain it, but it's not like, it's like, it just flows out. I don't know how to explain it, but like, you'll just have to try to know what I mean. And when you're applying it, you can barely even feel it like landing on your face. So you're just like miss, and it's like, oh, is it going on my face? And then when you open it, you're like this beautifully glazed donut. It's just like so fine that you don't even notice it like applying onto your skin. If you have dry skin or are in colder, drier weather, you will love this as your toner, like straight up toner, or even like a midday pick-me-up mist. They do use ceramides as the main ingredient, and it is also free from fragrance and alcohol. Compared to the Laneige one, I just feel like it sinks in a lot easier, a lot quicker, and it does still leave your skin feeling like so hydrated and moisturized, but it doesn't feel like there's a film. It doesn't feel like it is greasy. It almost feels like how my skin would feel after applying the I'm From Rice toner, but like in a mist version. So like, why wouldn't I love that? Although I obviously can't write off the rice toner because that one has like different benefits. It has been a hit, and I'm so excited to try out the other products, especially the cream. I think has been like a huge hot seller in Korea right now. So yeah, definitely a new brand that is like catching my eye. Last product I have is the Neogen Real Ferment Micro Serum. Another one that is also a little bit hard to admit, but as you can see, like, barely used it. I think I've used it literally like a handful of times. You guys know that I love the Neogen Real Ferment Essence. Honestly, it's like my holy grail essence. I have repurchased it the most out of all essences, and I love that. And this is basically supposed to be its serum counterpart. So again, its ingredients is 61% fermented complex, which is also similar to their essence, but it does also have the addition of Centella asiatica to soothe, rice extract to brighten, and even collagen. The thing that I did not like about this one was actually its texture. It's like super thick. Let me just, like, obviously it's thick, like it's not running down my hand. It is like a solid bodied formula, and I was trying to find if like my one was faulty or something, because they describe it as a intensive gel type serum, like a gel. Whenever I hear gel, I expect it to like kind of run down or at least like jiggle with some movement, but like, that is solid. Videos online of other people like showing the texture, it looks the same, but everyone was like describing it as like a lightweight gel, and I'm like, I feel like this is so thick. When I apply it, it just feels really thick. It feels sticky. I feel like it takes forever to absorb. If I do apply a moisturizer on top, it's okay, but it isn't really a texture that I would describe as a gel. I don't really feel like it's lightweight. I have dry skin and I still feel like it's kind of like sticky and heavy on the skin. So I feel like people with oily skin would just like absolutely hate it. There was a couple sites I went on to see if like anyone else agreed with me, and most people love the serum. Like honestly, most of the reviews were like 4 or 5 5 stars out of 5. But the people who did give it really low reviews said the texture was like, ugh. So I don't know, maybe it was like a bad batch. I'm not sure. But the texture, I just couldn't really get past it. And I feel like in this case, I would rather just stick to its essence and get the fermented benefits from that. So yeah, it was a miss. I barely tried it. And as you can see, like, it is still hard, it's sticky, look. If you have tried it and liked it, please let me know if yours looks like the same as mine. Like, is mine bad? Please let me know, because I feel bad kind of like shitting on Neogen. Well, there you have it, you guys. That is this month. Sorry, I had kind of just a piece of tissue in my hand. If you do want to check out any other videos of mine, I have selected 2 here that you can click on, check out. And yeah, if you like it, make sure you subscribe as well. I usually don't say that stuff, but I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Mwah!